Anyways, we're getting to the good part. Down here. Everybody knows that.
Watch ice cream. What if this is the podcast? It's just like anything here, ice cream.
What was it called? Those people that SLR or
ASLR? ASMR?
Oh. I think you have to have a good mic for that. I don't think it's working.
Gotta hit the different demographics.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken and rice, because I'm fat as shit right now. Don't judge me. Oh, welcome back, by the way. This is the podcast. I know Nathan hates intros. Nathan, what? You tired?
No, dude.
You look so just done.
Same bit, different episode. Nathan hates the intros, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm so silly.
Hey, it's my one trick pony, dog. Wow, man.
Go, man. Hurry. What do you got for me? Let's hear it. Let's hear your best intro ever.
Best intro ever is the static that I'm getting from your microphone, which is all good. What was that? Sounds so bad. It's the audio podcast. This is great. Okay. Listen. Welcome back to Though, the podcast within a podcast. The greatest podcast that isn't really a podcast, but here we are. I can't tell if you're memeing because you didn't have no audio. Came out whatsoever. Energy. Just people are turning off their radios and they are done. So a lot of changes are coming to the channel. A lot of not changes, but newer and different things. So a little bit of house cleaning on top of this episode. So what you're watching right now, the podcast, starting next week. After next week's episode, the podcast will go to bi-weekly because Nate,
we are gonna be a gamer channel.
Not gamer channel, but we're adding more diversity because
because our lives are not very interesting and we need more time in between episodes to get some good content to y'all.
Basically, yeah. Because right now, like, quite honestly, like, when shit goes wrong, when something happens, what's currently happening right now, it's still going through it per se. It knocks us off schedule, and it's really difficult for me to get us back on schedule because it's like I'm doing this thing, any podcast. As soon as we get the podcast out, guess what? Time to record another one. So I feel like it's rather than trying to continue to rush, let's just give it 2 weeks, give us time to prepare, give us more time to get back our segments, not having to sit down every week and being like, fungal disease. So starting next week, you're also going to see different videos on the channel itself. Don't know what specific days, but we'll get those specific days and we'll post it by the time you see this, following this week. Just pay attention to our social medias. Instagram is the podcast, and then I guess TikTok, and then the Facebook is the podcast on there. And the figure out one date. So we're going to have following, okay, I just had a brain fart. I'm not good at marketing. So this is why I have Nathan here. Yeah, this is why I have Nathan here, because he's great at talking. Just look at him. Look at the dad of the year. Oh, good looking. Oh, let me drink this bit. Oh, welcome.
Bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly.
What Trey's trying to say is that we're going to launch we're gonna release podcasts on a bi-weekly basis. So 1 week is gonna be gamer content, us doing a gaming walkthrough of the new Star Wars game. The following week will be a podcast, and then it will alternate until we run out of content and we scramble for our next segment and material.
But alongside gaming channel, not gaming channel, but gaming videos, we're also going to bring back my little sister and Justin, but we're going to be doing separate videos. Like, for example, that other video is going to drop maybe Thursday or Friday with them. We just recently filmed a cooking show over the weekend, but I gotta tell you what, nothing, if I can't get myself in shape doing these like full body, bits and shows, I've never felt so ashamed, dude. Like, filming it and then seeing yourself is like, bro, I look fat as fuck.
The camera adds 15 pounds, you're fine. So instead of weighing 240, you're actually 225. Instead of looking 240.
I look like a overly thick spark plug. It's terrible.
I can't judge because I'm over here eating ice cream.
But you're
and you want to know what? It was the second cone of the day, bitch. What are you gonna do about it?
Second cone? Bro, get on my Riz level, guy. I go through a box of not really a box, but I like 2 ice creams. I got the freaking dip cones, dude, and my mother bought like banana, like chocolate fudge popsicle, but they're like mini ones.
Oh hell yeah,
dude! I had 3 of them last night.
Bluebell?
Yeah, not Bluebell, but I don't know. I'm off HP brand, but dude, had 3. Oh, not Bluebell. Oh, Texas. Oh. But dude, I had 3 ice cream cones while watching Star Wars last night, and I gotta say, they're great movies. You know what I mean? I've been saying
what
this
movie?
all day. Star Wars, the prequels. Master Skywalker. There are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Anakin, baby Anakin.
No, the younglings when Anakin kills little kids.
Oh.
And the little kid comes out from the chair. He's like, Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do? To wrap up our previous conversation before we go off another tangent, because we have ADHD, a lot more diversity coming to the channel. So please, if you're listening to audio, check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/isitho. Got through that and didn't have a stroke. Boom.
God damn, that's probably our longest intro in the world.
That was
forever.
Okay, let's get to the content. Content. Let's get to the content. Let's get to the content.
Dance, monkey, dance.
This is why I move now, so I can now freedom to move behind the mystery door.
Yeah, looks good. It looks like you just changed your camera angle a little bit, right? Because it used to be over here, further that way.
The way I had it set up, it was over here, and everything was awkwardly placed, and I was so now I have more room to move, but I'm scared to move back a little farther because my pancita is big right now. You know what I mean? So, to give Nathan some time to talk, because I feel like I've been ranting and raving like a lunatic. So, Nathan, tell us a little bit about UFC, a little bit of sports talk. That won't be cut this time. It's an inside joke. Deep cut. Deep cut.
UFC 288 took place this past weekend. I don't know. It was okay. I don't really have much to say. Like the co-main was Gilbert Burns versus Bilal. I don't know his fucking last name, but the guy I bet on lost, so fuck him. But he did injure his shoulder. He ended up tearing something, I think. In the first round, he went for a takedown, landed on his shoulder as he was bringing down the guy. So he basically fought the rest of the fight. It was 5-minute rounds with one arm. And he was able to at least go to a decision, even though unanimously it went to the other fighter. But and then the main card, or the main event, was Aljamain Sterling and Henry Cejudo Some background: Aljamain Sterling is the champ of the bantamweight division at 135. I think he's defended his belt 4 times. This was his fifth. He ended up winning. Henry Cejudo has been out of the fighting game for 3 years. He nicknamed himself Triple C, so triple champion, because he won the Olympic gold in 2008, and he is a flyweight, I believe, and a bantamweight champion in the UFC, so 125, 135. And this is his first fight back. He got the title shot, and he lost through split decision. But I don't know. It was nothing crazy. I wasn't really too hyped for this fight. I'm really hyped for the next title shot at bantamweight, because my guy Sugar Sean O'Malley, shout out, will be fighting for the title in, I think, August. They said.
What, featherweight, lightweight? What was it? What is that? What weight is that now? Featherweight.
This is bantamweight, 135.
Bantamweight.
Yeah. So with the most stacked division in the UFC, like top to bottom, a bunch of dogs.
But dogs. Yeah. So how do you? So me not being in that UFC world, so explain to me like I'm 5. How do you keep up with the different fighters and different everything? Because me not being like, I'm like less than a casual fan. All I know about UFC, Conor McGregor, Dana White. But how do you stay interested, and how do you just like not gamble? He means like, guess lottery picks. Not none. But how do you lock in like this fighter? Sure.
Discord groups.
Boom.
Yeah, I mean, I'm part of a couple Discord groups. I actually pay for a monthly subscription for one.
Weird flex,
that
okay.
That for like exclusive picks throughout all sports and combat sports. But no, I mean, also follow fighters throughout their journey. I watch a lot of YouTube videos on them. Like they'll do a lot of like some have their own YouTube channels, so I watch their breakdown of fights, their trainings. Twitter's a big one. Like them interacting over Twitter is hilarious. But that's about it. Just learning about fighters through watching the fights. You discover new talent when they come in with like a really great performance, like a knockout or something crazy like that, really like kind of sticks, and you Google them and follow them on Twitter and kind of go from there.
Seems like a lot of work. But have you gotten the itch to do Brazilian jiu-jitsu or a little bit of jiu-jitsu? If you have,
yeah, I'd like to, but my back would give out. If I can get my back fixed, I think I would get into it. I think I could do like some boxing or some striking stuff, but when it comes to grappling or BJJ, like there's no way my back can go through that. BJJ, Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Brazilian.
I'm sounding like Trey over here, you know what I'm saying?
It's a good bit.
Thanks. But yeah, that's about it. I'm a very casual fan. I just like watching it, and
I would say you're more of a dedicated fan, because you name all these fighters. I don't know nothing. About
I mean, but it's the same thing with you and wrestling. You can name a bunch of actors,
entertainers, wrestlers, professional wrestlers, superstars. Jesus Christ.
They're actors, bro. Why is that so offensive? They're actors. They're good actors. They really look like they're hitting each other. They're acting.
Yeah. Okay.
Why are you so offended by that?
I'm not offended. Not offended. Okay.
Mom, they're entertainers, not actors.
They're action figures, not dolls. So we've now discovered Nathan's the freaking bully on the playground. Nerd.
I used to like wrestling. We've talked about this before. I just can't follow the storylines now.
He got married. He's like, I found women.
Yeah. You should give UFC a shot though. Like
I tried, like when Ronda Rousey and all that, you got to run. Conor McGregor, when he's gonna come up, I've followed him, but like I can't keep up with the different divisions or bring myself to care about seeing UFC like main event every freaking week. I can't keep up. I'm just like, all right, cool. Because I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, okay, we
You're
fight.
too busy
Fight.
dating and having a life. I feel you.
I don't know about you, but dating now, I don't know. I was told, as sorry, this chair, squeaky chair. Shout out squeaky chair. One step forward, but two steps back. But look, I was told that allegedly that in the year 2023, the average single people is like an all-time high. And I believe this list called the Ick. I don't know what the Ick is. I don't know what it means. So I figured me and you know an expert. Me and you know an expert very well. I think we could bring him in. He can explain us, walk us through this Ick list and help us understand. You know, get you know, a younger generation's thought input on the app. What do you say?
Let's do it. Trey, take it away.
So we're bringing in our expert, the Riz God, Matt, aka Getting Sturdy. So Matt,
Let's do a close up of his mustache real quick. Do the intro again, but then just have a close up of his mustache. Flex the stash, bro. Come on, you've been growing that shit.
I'm still trying to. It's not a stash yet, dog. What are you talking about?
Better than mine. Do you lick it yet?
Yeah.
I'm zooming in on that. I'm slowing it down. So,
all right.
So we're bringing in the expert, aka Sturdy McGurdy here, Getting Sturdy. So there's for a couple things. There's this list that came out called the Ick List.
Oh God.
First, inform us, me and Nate here, us, you know, cool guys. What the hell is Ick? What is it?
Ick is insignificant gestures that are minimal that disgust women because they're so needy and they want things their way.
So this is my second question. So there was a poll that came out that men in the U.S. are being single is at an all-time high. Do you think it's because of lists like that, Ick, shit like that?
Yeah. It's ignorant women creating icks that open other people's eyes to small, minimal details of other men's life that piss them off.
Has any girl ever told you?
I can't date you because you
Nick,
got the
they
ick?
have about you.
You give me the ick.
One of my friends like jokingly said something.
What did she say?
I can't even remember. It was a while back.
You remember? That's why you work out a lot. Because your motivation. You remember?
I think it was putting sriracha mayo on my eggs.
Sriracha mayo?
So wait.
You said
sriracha mayo on my eggs?
Sriracha mayo.
Mayo. Sriracha mayo on eggs. It's a Japanese thing.
Isn't that sauce that we used for sushi that one time?
The what?
That sauce we used on that sushi one time?
Sauce on that sushi? Yeah, yeah.
It's fire.
Sounds like a fucking rap song. Yo, give me that sauce on that sushi sauce on the sushi.
Yeah, but I'd put sriracha mayo on my eggs, and it tastes good, but it gave her the ick. So
what's the ick again stand for? What's it stand for again? The ick?
Something that disgusts a woman that men do.
So creep. Instead of saying creep, it's creepy. It's ick.
No, not really creepy. It's just like, small shit. Like, oh, you like pineapples on your pizza?
Yeah.
That's a fucking ick.
Yeah.
Like, ew, what the fuck's wrong with you? You like pineapple on your pizza? You fucking weirdo.
Yeah,
that's what it means.
Yeah, my wife has abused that word for the last 6 months.
Speaking,
the ick can range from anywhere, from a word to a gesture.
So speaking of Nathan's wife, there's this list picture right now. People are going to see it. As a test, I want to see what if Nathan passed the Ick test. So, Matt, I know you're using your phone here, but I'm going to walk us through line by line so we can get through this here. So the first item on the Ick list, hearing a man call his friend boys. So you're telling
The
me
boys.
the boys.
The boys,
Yeah.
they find that ick.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Second one, watching a man chase a ping pong ball. Listening to men sing karaoke, adjusting their balls in public, the face before leaning in to kiss you, literally just their bare butts, sex with socks on, hearing men say the word bubbles, when men go to Target, so that's why I'm single, because I go to Target a lot.
What?
White beaters / muscle tank tops, no show socks, men saying yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the ballerina move after they throw the die. I don't know what that means.
What's that? Can you demonstrate the ballerina move after they throw the die?
Come on, Rizga, what does that mean?
I don't know what that is. Well, to throw a die? Is it just like just shake it around? You know?
Like,
What other ballerina move is there?
I don't know. All right, next one. Go halfway through this list. Okay. Trying to dance at a bar, ordering a fruity drink. Sorry, Nate. I'm pumped now, bro. The die weather is immaculate.
What was whited out right there?
I don't know. I've been trying to look for the original list, but that one's whited out. It's probably something racist, knowing women. I'm canceled. Flip flops and slides under the age of 20. Dancing to Just Wanna Rock. I don't understand that. Pit vipers. What are pit vipers? That sounds familiar.
It's funny.
Pit vipers. I think my wife looked this one up earlier. I think it has to do with buttholes. Hold on.
Pit vipers?
Oh no, there's sunglasses.
Well,
Those are two very different things.
Speaking of buttholes, next item on the Ick list, when they bend over and see their butt crack. When they bend
that
over
was
and
my
you see
wife's
their
ick.
butt crack. Like a plumber.
Yep.
When they pull out their wallet, when they pee on a toilet seat, that's just rude. When they fully drop their pants to their ankles to pee at a urinal, that's understandable. Booger in the nose. So that's the Ick list. So before the podcast here, I asked Nathan, give your wife the list, see if you passed the test, Nathan. So what was the results for that?
What's passing the test? None of these being on her ick list or what?
Sure, let's go with that.
No. She hates it when I bend over and she walks into the restroom and sees my butthole. For some reason, every time I go to the restroom and I'm changing to take a shower, she just walks in at the right time and just sees the full moon.
So many questions. I'm glad that we have our expert here just for this question here. So hold on. So she walks to the restroom. You're about to take a shower. Are you just like bending over to the front, touch your toes, just airing out your butthole, or how does she like?
Or like if I'm taking off my socks, I'm like leaning over on something and I'm bending over to pull the socks off my foot.
Okay. So like, that's the door. That's the door here. So you're just like fucking butt out.
Yeah.
The entire time.
Well, I don't spread the cheeks, my guy, but
well, you're making it sound like, every time I take a shower or whatever, my wife just sees my asshole. Like she's.
I'm just like waiting for her to walk, just to spread my cheeks.
So
no, dude, it was like, don't you bend over to take off your socks? How the fuck do you take off your socks?
You bend over to take off your socks?
Guy.
Yeah, what do you do?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Sit down. Socks off.
Like bend over to take off my socks.
Bend over to. I don't think that's.
You bend over. I just fucking sit down.
Bro, like I think I can
Do you have a chair in your restroom? Where the fuck are you been? Where are you sitting down?
My living room, my sofa, or wherever I
can
am.
literally just talk by standing up.
Oh, that too. Yeah, you can stand up and just do a little.
You can do the old little leg bend. You just bend your
Oh,
leg.
do that again.
With me? Like that.
Yeah, look at you
Whoa,
bending over
what
and
is
the butthole.
That's not
That's the
bending
ballerina move that
over.
we're
No,
talking about earlier.
This is not bending over. You're just
Look,
like, you said
dude,
like
do it.
you
Turn
said,
around.
like-
Turn around and do it. Turn around and do it.
right here.
Get in camera's view, guy. I
wanna
can't
see
see your butthole. Turn around.
Fucking new Pilates over here.
Anyways,
Look,
there's some buttholes showing there. Yep.
No, but you said like you're doing this, like you're just full cheek. You know what I mean? Putting that brisket meat out there. You know what I mean?
No, man. I'll have to like film a video and explain. Anyways,
So
there's times where I'm bending over in the restroom and the butthole makes its appearance, and my wife sometimes accidentally walks in. Long story short, that is her ick. I think that's the only one.
So what are her thoughts on the other icks we talked about on this list here? You think it's ridiculous, it's stupid? Some of them are just asinine in my opinion. My favorite is when men go to Target. So hey,
when they fully drop their pants to their ankles to pee at the uniform.
yeah, that's just
No, that's just public indecency, bro.
yeah, that's the Nathan move right there.
That's
Dude.
Bends over to take off his socks. My mind is blown, dude. Hey, that's why we podcast so we learn more about each other. My boy here bends over, butthole to the sky to pick over his socks instead of just sit down. Off.
Must be nice to have a good back. I have to like just make it work.
But bending over makes it worse for your back.
Yeah.
Not if you're bending over the right way.
So I'm just so like, where do you take your sock off? So you come home and you just like socks on.
The
or
socks
then
are the
you-
last. Yeah, the socks are the last thing to come off before I jump in the shower.
So do you sleep with socks on?
No.
Praise God.
No socks. No socks while I'm in bed.
Too warm.
Fair enough. I don't.
You sleep with socks, you fucking weirdo?
No, I try to.
That's
but they
Nick.
always fall off. No, top tier ick we all know is when men go to Target. So if you're single, hey,
Women
don't go
love
to
Target. I don't get that. Why would
it's
women
an
hate?
ick, dude? Like this is a list.
Saying they're ignorant. I'm telling you, these lists are made by those people.
Adjusting their balls in public. I mean, come on.
They ain't gonna adjust themselves, you know?
Just do the alarm clock. That's the fair move. You know what I mean?
The alarm clock?
You've never done the alarm clock?
No. The pinch and twist, my guy. Come on.
Pinch and twist. No, the alarm clock. No, I'm not going to show it because it gets censored.
What's your go-to? Pinch and twist or the alarm clock, Matt?
Pinch or twist. I don't know what the hell the alarm clock is.
The alarm clock is like, okay, look. Like you're like walking and you're like spread leg just a little bit, like you're hanging out, and you just like, kind of swing back and forth, get loosen up the bits a little bit.
Why is that the alarm clock? You call it like the pendulum or the Liberty Bell or some shit.
Well, I mean, because like Zoomers like Matt doesn't know the old school alarm clock with little, the little metal things.
Everyone knows what those are, man. Those are
the little shake and bake is what we call it.
Yeah, those are like the old time where they would smash shit on the fucking counter and it would break. Little fucking screws would go everywhere. That was all over cartoons.
That's my go-to. I'm not like wanting to be like pinch and trowel in public. Like, I mean,
Nah, dude, you gotta do what you gotta do.
No, that's an ick move.
Okay.
That's top tier ick. So before we let you go, Matt, what is your favorite ick? Okay, what's an ick of yours when it comes to the opposite sex? What's something like, you know what? This is my top tier ick.
People with no situational awareness.
What do you mean?
They just can't catch on. Like people are trying to make shit so obvious for them, and they're just like, it goes right over their head.
Yeah, Matt will.
Jesus Christ.
I did not
All
say
right.
that.
All right, man.
Thanks, Matt. Thank you for your time.
All right, ladies.
Later, man.
Oh, hey. Oh,
What a send
that's
off.
not- yeah, you can make sure
censor
that's bleeped.
Oh my god. Ick. I don't know about this whole. Oh man, it seems like they moved the goalposts. I don't know. That's a different conversation for the day. But like, man, I don't know. I'm just trying to get back in shape. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, bud?
Me too. I'm trying to think of how many calories I ate in ice cream today. And I was supposed to ride my bike, and I didn't.
I've eaten so much.
I messed with the lighting so that I can have better shadowing.
No, you look great. You look phenomenal.
When I smile, the fat cheeks come out.
I'm too lit. You were very lit.
Patootie. So my dead grandma used to say.
Jesus. You have to. Father of truth. There we go. Down there, father of truth. No, your lighting.
Today my wife asked me
his wife. Sorry.
if I wanted to be buried or cremated. And I'm like, that's fucking terrifying to think about. You want to be buried or cremated?
I would love. No, I like to be buried.
Yeah. Open casket. You want everybody to see your body before you're put in the ground.
Nah, I don't know, man. I think open casket's kind of weird. Like, you know, I don't want. I don't know. I think closed caskets. I don't want people to. I don't want my loved ones to see that be the lasting image of me is my dead corpse. Like, rather than just have that last memory of me, not just my dead body. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Deep question.
That's what my wife. Yeah, I know. Yeah, nice transition. I told my wife if she wants to be buried, then I want to be buried because I want to be buried next to her.
Hell yeah.
I want her to be buried next to me because I'm dying first.
Well, statistics shows that is true. It's more likely to happen in our culture. It happens.
Yeah. But I also told her because her biggest fear is singing in public, or even just if she won't even sing near me unless it's like super, like unless the music is like blasting and you can't really hear the other person. She'll like sing quietly, but she like hates. She won't sing for her daughter because she's like that
nervous,
embarrassed. Yeah, she will when I'm not around, but not when I'm around. But anyways, I told her if you don't sing to my dead body at my funeral, I'm gonna haunt her forever.
Jesus Christ! Out of the year.
We'll haunt you. She's like, okay, I'll sing ABCs. I'm like, all right, I'll take it.
If you don't sing,
can you imagine?
I'm gonna haunt you forever.
Imagine, it's picture the scenario. It's my funeral. I live to be 69, and it's super sad. And out of nowhere, my wife just starts singing the ABCs in front of everybody. Like, that'd be great.
I would never get it, but I'd be like, I get it. I get it. I understand.
And then you, and then like one other viewer of the podcast be like, yeah, 30 years later.
That's the bit. That's the bit. That's the bit. Oh, dude, it fucking paid off.
I've been waiting for so long.
That reminds you, like, you seen Nacho Libre, right?
It's been a while.
That when Nacho Libre was like doing his first fights, that old man, like, Nacho. When Nacho Libre points at him, like, hey, 7 pieces of that corn for later. 7 pieces of that corn. The old man's like, eh. But the old man keeps going to his fights, and he's like, Nacho. I'm like, that's our fan. that's our one fan. He supports the thing. Hell yeah. What a
Love it.
dude, this is what a different story. But as always, as we close out here before we say our goodbyes for this week, yes, just to reiterate, a lot of changes coming to the channel. Not changes, but more diversity videos coming to the channel. Subscribe
Yep.
if you're check out our YouTube page if you're listening to audio on all your platforms, and don't do the ick. If you have an ick list, put your ick list down below. So Nathan, what's your ick list? I would say my number one thing that's kind of an ick list when they are rude to any type of like waiters or waitresses. For which reason, that's my number one ick.
Yeah, I think no disrespect in general is my biggest ick. Like I can't stand disrespect. Like not joke around disrespect. Not like I'm gonna make fun of you and we're gonna laugh about it, and then you can make fun of me and laugh about it. Like straight up,
Podcast.
like straight up, genuine disrespect. I can't fucking stand it. It's the worst. Like I'm enraged. I'm a Gemini, and the other side of me comes out when that happens.
Oh, you're a Gemini, so you believe in the stars, and you. Oh my god, you're like such a Gemini, such a Gemini thing to do. Oh my god, I'm a Pisces. Wow, it's crazy.
Oh, you're a fucking crab. Cool story. No, that's
I'm a
not Pisces.
fish.
Goddamn.
Two
You're a fish,
fish.
even worse.
Two fishes.
A fucking. I'm a two-face. That's what Gemini. Bipolar.
This tells his wife, I love you. But also his wife, I'll haunt you if you don't sing to me.
And then I want them to close out my funeral. So they shut my casket. They lean in and they whisper, "Night, night."
Night, night.